up, Swig Squad? Hold on, y'all. Let me Second deputy arrives, ready to tell her why she's detained, insisting What's up, Swig Squad? How is everybody on this Thursday? But really, for real, y'all, before I get started, I won't be before you long tonight. I seriously won't. I only got one thing to talk about, and it's not relationship driven either. So, I notice a lot of times the relationship conversations kind of carry along a little longer, but this is not relationship driven. This is actually something that I meant to mention. I think I meant to mention it on Monday, and I didn't. I forgot. So, yeah, I had to come back because I wanted to mention it today. Okay, Sweet Squad, what's up? This is your girl T with the Diva. And I want to just holler at y'all for a quick second here. I'm just trying to wait on a couple more people. My mentor might be live right now. That's why it's not a whole lot going on. Oh, tomorrow is Friday, y'all. TGIF. I will be so excited. I'm so happy tomorrow is Friday. Thank you. Can y'all hit the thumbs up button, please? I'm supposed to be on my trip, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, so good evening, everybody. Hello. I wanted to come to you this evening. To see if y'all heard about the Escape Sisters, Tamika and Tasha. I meant to talk about this earlier this week, but Tasha created a song. You know how everybody doing the residual remix, the Chris Brown residuals. I got brain freeze. I can't really remember how the song go right now, but everybody is remixing. Hello, Noah. Thank you. Jesus loves you too. Everybody is remixing Chris Brown's song. I think Tank actually started it. The artist Tank, the singer. And I think he challenged everybody to do their own rendition of that song. However, so a couple people got in on it. Mario is a good one. Tank, I believe Tank did. Tanks was a good one. Latasha Scott from Escape. Latasha and Tamika, the sisters. Latasha is the big boned sister who was the one accused. Hey, Asia. Latasha was the big boned one who was, thank you for joining, baby. She was the one who was accused of taking that money from her sister Tamika. Her and her husband were accused of taking, I think it was like $30,000 from Tamika. It was rumored that allegedly back when Escape wasn't singing because Candy and Tiny had left the group, And and they wasn't singing or they wasn't performing or anything. So I think they were getting residual checks. And Tamika was looking for a check, and the check, she was advised that the check had been sent to another address. The address was their mother's address, and Tamika never saw the money. It's rumored or said that Tamika's sister, Latasha, and Latasha's husband, um, what's that man name? Latasha husband, Rocky. Latasha's husband, Rocky. Her and him were the ones that cashed the check that went to Tamika. So they forged her name. So when they had that show with Escape and SWV, the cat came out the bag. So Tamika confronted her with that and confronted her mother also. And Tamika never opens her mouth to say anything against her sister or her mother. So because of this, and because they weren't used to her saying anything about anything that they did, all of the abuse and everything that they had done to her over the years, she had never complained about it. So they ended up just cutting her off. Her mother had her mother had a dinner. She aired out her grievances with her mom, told her how she felt like her and Latasha always gang up on her, and she feels like she's the least favorite. The mother, of course, gaslit her and made her feel like, oh, girl, you just crazy. You just sensitive. Girl, ain't nobody did nothing to you. Girl, you ain't went through nothing. And she stopped talking to her mother and her sister right then. So she hasn't talked to her mother or her sister in 2 years. Latasha does the rendition of the residual song, and she mentioned her sister in the song. She also mentioned her husband, Rocky, who been cheating on her for years. And she said that they've been split up for 2 years and all of this stuff or whatever. The song was really cute, and Latasha can sing her off because her voice is impeccable. Her voice is unbelievable. But so the song came on, and she went on, and Tamika the next morning, the brat on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, the brat interviewed Tamika Scott, the sister. So Tamika Scott called into the radio station, and she says, so Tamika, we heard the song and we feel like, that's really nice that your sister is writing a song for you, because she, mentioned in the song that her and her sister were going to have a conversation, and she meant that she was going to talk to her sister about this because she wanted to have a conversation with her sister. Tamika then says, she knows my number. She has not reached out to me. And this summer, I was at a picnic, and I'm on the dance floor dancing, and her and my mother walked into the picnic or the party or whatever this celebration was. They saw that I was there, and they both left. They came together, and when they saw that I was there, they immediately exit stage left. So she said that I love the song. I've always loved my sister's voice, but I can't stand by the song as it relates to her speaking about me and my sister are going to have a conversation because my number has not changed. My address has not changed. She could have been come and initiated a conversation with me, but she hasn't. And we still here. We haven't spoke in all of these years. So the brat like, dang, so we thought y'all was, reconciling and getting back together and whatnot. Well, she went on to say, nope, we're not. I haven't talked to him. That was just a song. It was entertaining. I liked it. It served its purpose. But no, we are not back friends, or we are not, haven't been in touch as a family. The next day or the next couple days, Latasha, the other sister, I think she went on the Big Tigger show. She goes on Tigger. Don't quote me. I don't know if it was Tigger. I don't know. Maybe it was Tigger and maybe it was somebody else. But whoever show she was on asked her if she had spoke with her sister. She went ahead and said that once she heard that interview, she reached out to her. She said that she had called her sister and they had a conversation, and they spoke, I think she said, for 2 hours. So I was very excited and elated to hear that they had a discussion. Now, she did not say that they discussed that 30K, them 30 racks that her and her husband had allegedly had mailed to her house, and that girl didn't never get her money. She never said that they talked about that, or that she sent her money, or that she didn't bring it up. Hey Monica, thank you for joining. Or she didn't bring it up that had been the elephant in the room, because that was the reason. That was why they didn't speak. They weren't speaking because when she went to the mother house to talk to them, Tamika, hey Cheryl, thanks for joining. Tamika ended up saying, y'all stole my money. Y'all stole my check, because Tiny's mother had called all of them, because I guess she was the one who filled out their applications or whatever that allowed them to get this money. So Tiny's mother had called Candy. She knew Tiny had got her money because that's her daughter. And she called Tasha and Tamika. When she called Tamika and she was like, did you get your money, baby? Tamika was like, what money? And she was like, y'all got a check. Y'all all should have got a check for about $30,000. And Tamika was like, no, I didn't get my money. She was like, well, I'm going to call and trace it and see what happened, because everybody, Tiny got her money. Candy got her money. I don't know if she had at that point asked Tasha if she had gotten her money or not. But she was following up with everybody to make sure that everybody had gotten the money that she had applied for them to get. So she puts the APB out to check for this missing money. And when they send her, or they sent it to Tamika, I'm not sure if they sent it to Tiny's mother and Tamika, or if Tiny's mother had just reported that she hadn't gotten her money, and they ended up sending all the documentation to Tamika. Well, when Tamika got a copy of the check, she saw that, number one, it did not come to her address. It went to her mother's address. And that's where Tasha and her husband Rocky were residing at the time. Then she looks on the back of the check, and it was not her signature. Her signature had been forged. So she did threaten, I should press charges. Hey, Nisha, thank you for joining. Yeah, Cheryl, a fraud. It was fraud. She said that the endorsement of the check was not her signature. And she said, thank you, Deneen. Thanks for joining. And she said that it was not her signature. And she said that she should press charges because that is fraud. But she knew that the people who forged her check, because it went to her mama house. So she knew that it was her mama and or her sister and or her sister's husband, Rocky. So whoever it was in her family. So she did not want to press charges. When I tell you how quick I would have hurried up and called them folks and said, come get these people, because they never humbled themselves and apologized and said, we are so sorry. We was just really hitting hard times then. And I don't know why we forged your check and cashed your check before you even knew that you had it. But I would have pressed charges just to make sure that they had to come to me and say something to me to get out of this trouble, because you're not just gonna take my money on purpose and then I'm just gonna let you go scot-free. But Tamika never pressed charges. She just, when she had that argument at her mama house that day, she just said, y'all stole my money and y'all know y'all stole my money. Mama, you know she took my money and you won't never say nothing to her. You always feel like what she do is okay, and when she do it to me, it's even better and okay. And I'll never get no apology, it was a mistake. Nobody humbles themselves. Nobody, when it comes to me and the stuff that happened to me. Denise said accidentally on purpose, the mama was in on it. Denise, I feel like the mama got some of that money. I feel like that's why that mama was the queen gaslighter when she was at that house screaming like, mama, they stole my money and you know they did. And her mama was like, oh, Tamika, you know didn't nobody take no money from you, girl. You need to cut that out. And she was like, you know they stole my money. You know they took my money. She couldn't say, yeah, I had a little piece of it too, girl. So can we just kind of not talk about it so loud, because we outside and my neighbors out here. So we gonna come on, bring this back in the house. But Tamika blew a gasket and felt like, how dare y'all? Y'all go take my money, take my check, cash it, never say nothing, ever say nothing to me. If it wasn't for Tiny Mother asking me about it and following up on it, I wouldn't have even known that the check even came. And it's okay that y'all have done this. This money is gone. Y'all don't know what I had to do. Yes, I would have pressed charges, Deneen. Yes, I would have. But y'all don't know what responsibilities I had, what I had to do, or anything. Y'all just took my money and spent it and didn't even think about me. Just straight up took it and it's gone. So Latasha knew that she was guilty. But because Tamika usually be on her sister's side, ride with her sister, right, wrong, or indifferent, this time she just kind of sat back. And then on top of that, the group had a question about some other funds that were misappropriated or lost or questionable or whatnot. And Rocky was managing them in some shape, form, or fashion during the time that this money got mishandled. And they went and confronted Tasha about it, the wife. And of course, she stand by her man and said, oh, he ain't did nothing. He ain't have nothing to do with nothing. Candy had the receipts that showed that he got more money out of the deal than he was supposed to and did not distribute it to them evenly. Latasha felt like it was a blow to her because she feeling like y'all just poking on my husband. But If you know that your husband has been not so honest about money within this group at different times, why are you riding so hard for him? Like, even if you don't have all of the answers, because while I believe that she had something to do, they all got a piece of that 30,000. I believe that he was doing stuff behind Tasha back and not letting her know every dime that he was duping out of the group while he was supposed to be their manager. I believe that he single-handedly rerouted some of those funds, and she may or may not have known about all of the situations or all of the funds that he rerouted, or you know, um just a side deal, the little side deals that he may have been doing. And Latasha may not have been privy to each and every one of them, but because she didn't know, I probably would have said, I mean, yeah, I'm a ride with my husband because I'm not sure. I would have to see the receipts and get down to the bottom of it, but I'm not going to speak to y'all like this is impossible. This is something that could never happen because my man would never. And that's just how her attitude was when they were on the show and they had confronted her about it. So Tamika ended up just totally removing herself. And she was just like, I am at a place where my sister is just gone, where she don't want to even see the real if it has anything to do with him doing some shady business. So she felt like I can't even ride for her like I usually do because me riding for her is essentially me riding for him. And I don't want to ride for him. And we really can't trust him. So she ended up just separating herself, and she didn't want to like ride for her sister like she had usually been doing. And so because of that, her sister totally cut ties with her. Just said, yeah, we're not gonna. Remember, the casino was offering shelter to folks, and Rasta went to apply, and they told her, nope, your information. Oh yeah, she did say that. Yeah, cause family, it be family, Deneen. It be your own family. You remember how them kids used to be like, I ain't never had no lights in my name. Why can't I get no lights in my name? And you can't get no lights in your name because your mama and daddy done already ran it up the road. Now you can't even get legal utilities in your name because when you were 6, somebody put your name on the application and said that you had lights, and now you got an unpaid bill that's years old in the system, and we can't we don't speak no English. We can't help you. If you come in here to try to get some utilities from us, you better find a kid name to put them in, because now somebody done used your name up, and you got to find somebody else's name to use up. Can't get water, lights, or nothing. So this is something that, and Tamika feel like she's so excited to have her sister back, because she was saying, like, if my sister called me, I don't even care about that money. As long as she called me, I'm just gonna melt in her arms. Like, that's it. I don't want to ask her about anything because it's so fragile. She don't want to ask her about anything or make her have to explain about nothing, but that would be the only way that I could reconcile effectively, because we're not going to be able to have no straight sisterhood and go back to what we was back then, and we got all these unresolved issues. I'm not letting my $30,000 go. I'm not letting all of this other money that we have in question. that he may or may not have taken from us, or he may or may not have done a bad deal or a shady deal or something. Like, I want to discuss these things. I want to know, what is it that you know about these things? Yeah, I want to hear the explanation, at least for you to separate yourself from him for a change, because she wouldn't even do that. Back in the day, when they would ask her questions, they would all call her to the carpet, the entire group. They would all call her to the carpet, and they would ask her all of those questions about him and this missing money and misappropriated funds. And she would do something like just get up and just walk out. And I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to speak about this. And Tamika, you better be careful, because she might just only be having conversations with you because she want to get back in that group, because she see that Escape is doing very well with just them three. And remember, when Candy left and they were just touring with Tiny, Tamika, and Tasha, they weren't doing as well as they're doing now. That is Candy, Tamika, and Tasha. I mean, Candy, Tamika, and Tiny. They selling out every arena in every city that they go in. So Tasha might be having this little sneak conversation with you, with her sister, because she wants back into the group. She wants to be integrated back in her spot. And they done already start singing her parts and doing the routines. And I went to see them years ago when they first came here, when they first went on tour. And they did a damn good job. And it was only 3 of them. And they did an amazing job. And I didn't even know. I mean, Tasha's voice is the best in the group. But I didn't even notice that she was gone, because they took turns like singing her parts, as far as Tamika and Tiny. They was just taking turns getting her parts together, and they really had it down pat. So you gotta watch that too, because she now looking at it like, dang, y'all making all this money and y'all touring everywhere, and every time y'all go to concert, y'all sell out arenas and shows. Yeah, she want back in, because she want that bread that they making. And that bread that she missing, because she done let her husband boost her ego and her confidence and big her head up and tell her, oh, you better than the rest of them. You can sing better than them. And now she want to go solo. And then as soon as she want to go solo and come back, all of a sudden don't nobody want her. So it's like, how was y'all so certain about this solo career that y'all was ready to jump ship? And now that y'all done jumped ship, ain't nobody checking for her. I thought she already had deals on the table. How now is it she ain't got no more deals on the table? I heard she was supposed to be making a gospel album. I haven't heard that yet. I heard that. Yeah, for the love of money. You are so right, Denise. But yeah, I heard that she was supposed to be going solo and singing gospel, and she had secular songs that they wanted her to sing, because of course, you know, they beefing her up, letting her know, oh, you the best singer in this group, oh, you can sing them under a table. But it's also all of y'all collectively. But I mean, even though you the best singer in the group, which I think is true, they don't really need you now. So now what you gonna do? Because you cannot come and stir up no confusion and start beefing with people and not getting along with people. They said they able to have fun, and when they have the shows, they go places afterwards. Don't nobody argue, ain't nobody fighting, ain't nobody beefing. They do all of this smoothly, seamlessly. Everything totally works out. Nobody is making things difficult or choosing colors and outfits and designs that can't nobody else get. They are all working together, and they are in a very good group, a very successful group without all of the members, and she ain't do nothing. Her husband, her husband boosted her head up. Yep. Candy and Tiny, yes, they know how to market. They was the ones with all the followers, all of the social media followers. They was the ones that I guess maybe had all of the notoriety, because a lot of people didn't. We knew the sisters, but we didn't know anything like personally about them, like we knew about Tiny and Candy. So of course Tiny and Candy would be more fan favorites, because we get an insight on more of their personal lives, because they had other shows, and they were on other, they were doing other projects. So yeah, and they're all on one accord. Tasha is always the troublemaker. She's always the one that has something. Ain't no Denise, ain't no chaos since she gone. She's always the one who's had any type of issues that they might have, any back and forth and any bickering, lightweight bickering or beefing. She's always one party involved. She's beefing with Tiny. She always was beefing with Candy. Candy said they couldn't get along for nothing. They was like oil and water. Tiny is more of a peacemaker, but she will still have like words with her, because Tasha will want Tasha will want Tiny to draw a line in the sand and stop being issues and discrepancies, Denise. Yes. And she would want Tiny to kind of draw a line in the sand and pick a side, and Tiny would be like, "No, I'm not gonna pick a side, because I'm neutral. I don't want to pick anybody's side, and I'm not on anybody's side. I am neutral." And she really did not like that, because she wanted everybody to beef. She wants chaos. She don't want it to be camaraderie. She don't want it to be seamless. She wants it to be an issue, because I don't know. It seemed like she always had personality conflicts and stuff with people. So she feel like, she the cream of the crop, and she the best, and she got the voice, and because they telling her she need to get a solo deal. So she know that she the one that's bringing it. And baby, the way they've been going all these years, and the way they've been touring, and the way that when they first came out, the money that they was getting versus the money that they're getting these days touring, oh, they're totally different. The ticket sales ain't even the same. Her husband filled her head up. Yeah, she was. And then he did. And also, I think she really does have the best voice. She does. But we don't know you as a solo artist. We know you in a group. And it's nothing wrong with that. But you got to understand that you came out in a group too. You didn't present yourself to the world by yourself. I'm not talking about when they were singing at the church. They started in the church, and she did sing solos at the church. But when y'all came out as an artist, yeah, he was double dipping. And hey, Jazzy J, thank you for joining. Yeah, he was double dipping and creating his own like his own fees. Like he was saying that he was their manager, their road manager. So or he would call those what you call them people, the club, the owners, dang, it's on the tip of my tongue. I swear. I can't never, when I gotta think, when a word escape me like those agents and those people that book artists like them, he would give them a total nother fee that is not the same fee that they're paying managers and promoters. Denise, that's the word I'm looking for. Promoters. When he would quote them a rate, he would quote them a rate for his fee, and then he would quote them the rate for the group to get the girls. So the promoters were paying both fees. They were paying for the manager's fee, and they was paying for the dang on group. When in actuality, you only paying for the group, because the group, the artist, the talent, they are the reasons why you paying the money, and then they pay their managers and bodyguards and whomever else out of what they get. But you don't present the fee to the promoters as, oh yeah, this is what I charge, cause my fee, I got a fee just for me, and then the fee for the girls, and then they don't know that he doing this because he's just doing it while he's booking shows. He's just, and when the promoters want them so bad, they just gonna pay it. They gonna pay whatever they asking. So as long as they're getting paid, they don't care. They don't care how much money he got or what he done asked for. All they know is they got the rate that they requested, and their money, they check cleared, they wire cleared. So it didn't become an issue until years down the line, after he had been doing this for years. And it was so long later that, and then I'm like, how can you be with somebody crooked like this? He quoted a higher rate and then broke them off. Yes, on the lower end, yes. And then I'm like, when you land with somebody like that, and I know that, we can sleep with the enemy, and, everybody don't know what their husband be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's people who, don't know if their husband sell drugs or, all kind of stuff. I know that there are relationships, marriages, and situationships where you don't know what your partner is doing. But I'm just feeling like I ain't believing that she didn't know that this man was doing all this. I just don't feel like to me, if she didn't know, it's because she didn't want to know. And it's because she may have saw it or thought it, but like turned a deaf ear, turned a blind eye. And once it came up, she kind of didn't want to see it, so she just kind of brushed it off. To me, I'm just mentally like, how did you not know that he was doing all of this? All of this shady stuff that he doing, and he doing it without even thinking. It's just so matter of factly. And this is how he's conducting business. And when 2 and 3 people were finding out, they were conversing amongst one another. So there were whispers out in the streets. Before it all came to a head, it was whispers and buzzes out in the street. Hey, Beverly, thanks for joining. It was whispers and buzzes out in the street that this man handled business like that. So all of this stuff going on, all this stuff in the street, the way he handling business, how shady he is, all of these rumors, and you never got clarification on any of it. You never said, babe, why am I hearing all these things from these? They're saying that you're doing this, and And there was another time where you did this, and let me see that paper. Let me see that paperwork. And I'm just like, how did you not see that? Like, I don't know. I believe she had made known initially, but then you think she found out and went along to me. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't want to see her as a shady person. I don't. I want to kind of give her the benefit of the doubt. Even though I think she's a mean girl. I think she is one of those mean girls. But I don't want to see her as shady. But I'm also questioning, how were you able to allow your husband to move this way? And because, your husband represents you and vice versa. So when I hear in the streets that y'all think my husband's shady, I'm going to ask some questions. Why y'all saying that about him? What y'all think? Yeah. Why not being shady? Yeah. I'm because I'm gonna be inquiring way more deeply. Because I'm not gonna want my husband to have this stain on him. I'm gonna want to know, why are y'all saying this about my husband? He's not a shady person. He does business in an honest manner. He's not shady. He doesn't steal from anybody. He doesn't double dip. He doesn't overcharge. And try to take off the top. Hey, Cheryl. He don't try to, skim anything off the top. Why? What makes y'all keep saying that he's a shady businessman? What makes y'all? Because that was like the going conversation. That was a rumor in Atlanta. Everybody talked about it. I'm going to ask. Yes, I'm going to ask because it's connected to me. And I don't want nobody to think that that's how I conduct my business. That's what I'm saying, Deneen, that I don't want to believe that she was a shady person, because I want to believe that she wanted to do honest business, because that's just how the rest of the group ran. Like, they did honest business. So, she was one of the ones who, we all do honest business. And also, other than them stealing that money from her sister, I didn't hear a lot of shady things as it related directly to her. But I did hear a lot of shady things as it related directly to him. So it's like, how do you allow him, after all of this time, and you keep hearing this same thing out in the streets over and over? Rocky's stealing. Rocky took this. Rocky didn't give us no money for that. Rocky didn't even report this. And I'm going to be like, oh, babe, come on now. Such and such said this. Babe, hold on. Why is such and such promoter trying to say that you did such and such again? Like, every time I hear something, I want to bring it back to him. I want to confront him about it so that he can explain to me why this rumor is out there, so that we can clear it up. Like, and of course, you don't chase rumors, when you famous and well known like that, because of course people gonna think you lying every time you say something. But hold on, did you hear that? Oh, finally put, because I think somebody else had already put the kids' names out, Deneen. I think that somebody else had already said that. Do you follow? Her name is Mo something. But yeah, Mo. I forgot what Mo channel name is, but she did back in January. She said that the twins' names was Wisdom and Logic. She did. She said that. I heard that You put it out last week? Okay. I didn't see it. But yep, but I did hear it before. She named him. Thank God. Well, I guess she been had named him. She just told us that she named him, right? That girl is something else. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep going and following this story here, and seeing how far they getting in these conversations and these talks and stuff. And I'm gonna be back with y'all to get y'all the tea on where it's going, and and if they're progressing, and if there has been a divorce in Latasha's home. I'm gonna get that tea and I'm gonna come back with it. But I think Yolanda just went just went live. So I'm gonna run over to her live because of course, I mean, I knew my phone was gonna go dead this time. That's why I just said I was gonna be on here for a little while, not a long time. But thank y'all for joining. Swig Squad has been real. I will be back with y'all tomorrow. TGIF. This is Tea with the Diva. Thank y'all. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will holler at y'all tomorrow. Peace.